be seated. Good morning. Welcome, graduates and guests, to North Central Technical College's Spring 2018 commencement ceremony. I am Dr. Jeannie Warden, Executive Vice President at North Central Technical College. I want to be the first to congratulate our graduates. You made it. I would also like to recognize family, friends, and college staff who have assisted our graduates on their learning journey. None of us can do this alone, and many of you have been there with support and encouragement. Thank you for helping the graduates achieve their goals. At this time, I would like to ask everyone to please pause for a moment of silence for personal reflection on the accomplishments of our graduates and to give thanks for the family, friends, and others who have so positively influenced their lives. Now it is my honor to introduce the president of North Central Technical College. Dr. Weyers is in her 12th year as president of North Central Technical College. She has worked in the Wisconsin Technical College system for over 40 years as an instructor, counselor, and administrator, devoting her life's work to helping students achieve their goals. In her leadership role at NTC, she has tirelessly worked to expand access, create opportunities, and remove barriers to learning for citizens throughout North Central Wisconsin. Dr. Weyers continues to be a lifelong learner and appreciates the hard work, commitment, and dedication it takes to be a successful graduate. Throughout her life, she too has been a student while balancing life, work, and school, as so many of you have also done. I know Dr. Weyers has a strong appreciation and admiration for what you have all accomplished here today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Lori Weyers, President of North Central Technical College.
Well, good morning. Are we excited? Yeah. You should be. A long journey, right? I'm very excited to be here with you all today. Well, good morning, graduates, family members, and friends of the graduates, faculty and staff of the college, and honored guests. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the college and the faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this May 2018 commencement exercise. Without a doubt, your education is only the beginning. Throughout your life, you will continue to learn and to grow. Learning is a lifetime commitment. As you progress throughout your career, as technologies and skill requirements change, as your interests change and you grow, you will find yourself seeking more education. North Central Technical College will be here to assist you throughout your journey. It is my hope that North Central Technical College will continue to be an important part of your life as you continue to learn. Congratulations, graduates. We are so very, very proud of you. It is the Board of Trustees of North Central Technical College who assist in guiding the course of the college. They devote many hours each year to provide advice and direction and do not receive any compensation for their services. Trustees are invited to serve because they possess talent and commitment. They are individuals of accomplishment. I would like each of the board members present this morning to stand and be recognized. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Maria Volpe, Merrill. Tom Felch, Board Chair, Weston. Paul Prue, Merrill. Ruth Risley Gray, Hatley. Christine Gilmore, Weston. Dale Smith, Spencer. Let's give them a round of applause. I I would also like to extend our appreciation to board members who are unable to be with us today. That would be Doug Farragher, Anna Goh, Lee Lowe, Wausau, and Charlie Paulson in Medford. Please join me again in thanking these wonderful people for all they do for NTC. Members of the North Central Technical College Executive Leadership Team, deans, directors, and associate deans work closely with staff under their direction and make recommendations affecting the vision and mission of our college. They also work with the entire college staff to create a positive learning environment for our students. Would the executive leadership team, deans, directors, and associate deans please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. NTC is affiliated with Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for two-year colleges. To be eligible for inductions, student must have a 3.5 grade point average, have completed at least 12 credits towards an associate degree, and adhere to the moral standards set by the Phi Theta Kappa. Those students who have chosen to be active in the NTC's chapter of Phi Theta Kappa have earned the gold stole with the insignia of the organization. Would you please stand and be recognized? Please stand. Congratulations. The faculty and staff of NTC are charged with moving the college forward and are instrumental in our operation and success. Will the faculty and staff of NTC in attendance please stand and be recognized? Would you all please stand? We're so very proud of you. There's 717 students will have completed their program and certificate requirements between January and May of this year. They have petitioned to graduate and are eligible to participate in this commencement exercise. Of those students graduating, 340 students are here at today's ceremony. 39% of this morning's participating program graduates are wearing gold cords, signifying graduating with a 3.5 or higher cumulative grade point average. Would those students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. We're very proud of all of you. I would also like to take a moment to extend my appreciation to all United States Armed Forces veterans for their service to our country. Graduates who have served our country are wearing a red, white, and blue cord. Would those students please stand and be recognized for their service to our country? Would all veterans here today please stand and be recognized, and thank you for your service to our country. And again, I want to thank you for your service to our wonderful country. It is now my privilege to introduce someone that is very, very special to me and to our college. I'm proud to introduce our commencement speaker today, retired Wausau Police Chief Jeff Hardell. Jeff is an NTC alumni who graduated from the Criminal Justice Program with his associate degree. He went on to further his education at Mount Scenario, obtaining his Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Jeff has been in law enforcement for 38 years and has made a great impact on the Wausau community. During Jeff's career, he held leadership roles such as police officer, school resource officer, lieutenant, captain, deputy chief, and chief. He received training at Northwestern School of Police Staff and Command, FBI Law Enforcement, Executive Development, and International Chiefs of Police. As a retired police chief, Jeff currently does consulting work focusing on leadership and executive coaching. Jeff has been a true advocate of NTC, has been a marvelous consultant for our college in making sure we keep our college safe for all of you. I am very proud to call him my friend and colleague. Please welcome Jeff Hardell to the podium.
Good morning. That retirement title has a nice ring to it. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you, family and friends and faculty, for the support and guidance that you have provided these students, which has helped them achieve this memorable and historic milestone. As I was preparing my remarks for today, I contemplated various topics to discuss. Topics such as the heroin and meth epidemic communities are facing across our nation, the significant spike that we have seen in drug-addicted babies born in our community, the overwhelming amount of domestic abuse that we see, including numerous domestic homicides in our community over the years, the increasing number of homelessness, the pervasive mental health issues that we encounter, or the increasing number of sexual abuse cases which have dominated our detective bureau to the point where it's about 80% of their workload. Of course, there's other topics that impact our community: terrorism, ISIS, racial tensions, school shootings, and the anti-law enforcement sentiments that have been reported across our nation. All of these topics are important and issues that law enforcement deal with on a daily basis. As important as these topics are, I can sense by the audience that they might not be so thrilled should I focus on any of them. So considering your recent accomplishment, let's keep the mood a little bit lighter and a little more positive. One that might make us feel good and it inspires us, especially during this special day of your accomplishment. Some of you might be looking for employment, and you might be submitting applications. And so I thought I'd start with just sharing with you a couple of my favorite interview stories. Our team recently was interviewing for a police officer position, and as the team was set up in the interview room, a young man walked in, and I would say dressed very casually for the interview. Sits down, and I ask him the very first question. I said, "What has your employers told you are your greatest assets?" He took a big sigh, leaned back in his chair, and said, "Dude, that is a really tough question. No one's ever talked about my assets." And the interview went south from there. A little bit later in the day, another gentleman walked in, sit down, and I asked him the very same question. "What has your employers told you are your greatest assets?" He perked up, he slid to the edge of his seat, raised his finger, and in a stern voice said, "Chief, I am like a duck. Water runs right off my back, nothing bothers me." And I was thinking, well, if we were hiring a duck, I think you'd be the first one that we'd hire. But today I want to focus just for a few minutes on leadership. Earlier I had mentioned many of the topics and issues that law enforcement and the community face on a daily basis. How do we overcome these difficult and complicated community and societal issues? It all starts with effective leadership. Leadership has the unique ability to generate energy and create movements that can overcome the worst of situations. When you think of great historic leaders, you might think of George Washington, one of our founding fathers, who led us through the American Revolutionary War, or President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led us through the Great Depression. However, we also have many examples of effective leadership locally in our community. I'm going to reference the tragic events of March 22nd, 2017, and how those most impacted helped family, friends, and the community get through this most difficult time because of their character and because of their leadership. March 22nd, 2017 was a very difficult time for our community. It will be remembered forever. What started as a domestic situation turned into a gunman taking 4 lives from our community. One of the victims was attorney Sarah Court Sam. Sarah was a guardian ad litem attorney who represents the best interest of the families, specifically children of families. In the aftermath of the mass shooting, as the community was suffering and trying to process this tragic event, Sarah's husband, Scott Sand, made a public plea to the community. In part, Scott says, "Sarah put her armor on every day and fought hard for those who needed representation. Know that my armor is polished and ready for battle in the name of righteousness. I am asking all of you in the community to put on your armor and come together with me and find healing and strength together." Detective Jason Weiland of the Everest Metro Police Department was also murdered on March 22nd as he attempted to arrest a suspect who had already murdered 3 other community members. Jason's wife, Kara, and their 2 daughters, Anna and Ella, continue to lead our community through one of the worst tragedies we've ever experienced, all the while grieving the loss of their husband and father. Earlier this week, my wife Jen and I were part of over 100 officers, family, and friends of Jason's who attended memorial services in Washington, D.C. during National Police Week to honor and acknowledge Jason, along with the other 134 law enforcement officers who made the ultimate sacrifice and were killed in the line of duty. Kara Weiland continues to help heal others as she spoke during a National Police Week ceremony by saying, "It's not how Jason and the other officers died that made them heroes, it's how they lived." Kara went on to say, "I want this day to be a celebration for all the amazing people we have in our community. The people paying tribute to my husband have made me feel loved and comforted and so proud that words cannot describe my emotions. And finally, I want you all to know that the girls and I are survivors, and I challenge each of you to be a survivor and to be amazing." Jason's daughter, Anna, who was 11 years old at the time, gave a powerful and inspiring eulogy at her dad's funeral to a standing room only gymnasium, saying, "All of the amazing people in the world will always outnumber the criminals." Anna went on to encourage everyone to be amazing, to say amazing things, to do amazing things. Kara and Anna and Ella took this concept a step farther and networked with Anna's 5th grade teacher to start a movement called Be Amazing. Their goal is to promote positive change in our community, to honor the victims who were impacted on March 22nd. Their mission is to empower and inspire people of all ages to realize their amazing potential for positively impacting our diverse community. All the sincere examples described above are impactful and have a great meaning. Kara and the girls aren't like our founding fathers who changed history. They're just like you and I. Their efforts impacted all of those around them. That's leadership. And it starts with character, which is the combination of mental characteristics and behavior that distinguishes a person. The Wausau Police Department's motto is, "We hire for character and we train for skills." Many of our officers do not have criminal justice background, but they all have the character that we're looking for. We acknowledge and appreciate all of the efforts of the NTC staff to prepare you for your future. But is that alone going to be enough for employers? President Calvin Coolidge said, "No one is compelled to choose the profession of a police officer, but having chosen it, everyone is obliged to live up to the standard of its requirement." That is what I'm referring to, character and standard. A standard of commitment, a standard of being your best, a standard of achieving your best, a standard of excellence. Being the best employee that you can be, the best business owner, the best husband or wife, the best mother or father. A commitment to a standard that includes strong character and holding yourself accountable. Steve Maraboli describes accountability like this: "Wisdom stems from personal accountability. We all make mistakes. Own them, learn from them. Don't throw away the lesson by blaming other people." If there's one thing that you would get the best return on your investment, it is developing your leadership skills. Leadership has the most powerful influence to us. It has the ability to literally change our world. Successful governments, municipalities, businesses, and organizations all have had great leadership. But don't wait for a pay raise, a promotion, or a title to develop your leadership skills. Start now. The attitude of leaders is stressful, in stressful situations always will have a direct impact on the performance of those who follow them. Orrin Woodward describes leadership like this: average leaders raise the bar for themselves. Good leaders raise the bar for others. Great leaders inspire others to raise their own bar. We can all make a difference every day, and we all can make a choice every day to be happy, to be positive, to be the best person that we can be, to live a life of purpose, to live with integrity, with dignity, to do the right thing all of the time, not just when it's convenient and not just when someone is watching. Develop the leader in you and make a difference in your world. Use today as the start of your journey towards greatness. Collaborate with other leaders to enhance your community. Demonstrate good character, hold yourself accountable, and be the best leader that you can be. Congratulations.
Well, that was quite a speech, Jeff. On behalf of all of us, I want to thank you for that address, for your leadership, your friendship, and the support of technical education. We deeply appreciate all you've done for our college and for our community. Please give Jeff another round of applause. It is now my privilege to introduce the student speaker for our commencement ceremony this morning, Jessica Steinweg. Jessica is a wonderful example of a student who started her educational career at another college, but found that NTC was the right fit for her. As she earned her criminal justice degree and the recognition of being named Outstanding Graduate, she found the time to serve as the president of the Criminal Justice Club and will be pursuing a career in the corrections field. Her dedication to her coursework has served her well and will help her be successful in her career. Would everyone please join me in welcoming Jessica to deliver the student address. Jessica?
Good morning. First, I would like to thank Dr. Lori Wires, the NTC Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates for allowing me to speak today, as well as everyone that was able to come to celebrate this big step forward in our lives. I would also like to extend a special thank you to my family and my boyfriend for supporting me unconditionally throughout my education. They've inspired me to further myself, and I wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for them. If you asked me 5 years ago when I graduated from high school what I wanted to do with my life, I would have told you that I had absolutely no idea. I moved from Anago to Wausau during the summer of 2013, and I began pursuing an associate degree in general studies at the University of Wisconsin, Marathon County, still having no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Through my studies, I began thinking about a degree in social work. As I started looking deeper into social work, the career field, I thought that it was close to what I wanted, but it wasn't quite what I was looking for. As my graduation at UW Marathon County crept closer, I looked at the different programs that NTC offered. I noticed that they offered a criminal justice studies program as well as a certification in corrections. As I thought more and more about law enforcement, it seemed perfect. I come from a family of military members and public safety workers, and I decided that it would be perfect for me. So I applied for the criminal justice studies program at NTC. I walked into NTC 2 years ago with little knowledge about law enforcement. Today, I stand here with the knowledge I need to become an officer. My experience at NTC has been nothing less than amazing, from beginning to end. I've met people from all walks of life: veterans, single mothers, students straight out of high school, and people who haven't been in a classroom in 20 years. I've been involved in the Criminal Justice Club since my first semester, and I was elected club president this semester. During my time at NTC, I've had the opportunity to exercise my leadership skills, and I've been encouraged to do things that I never dreamed I was capable of, including giving this speech. My instructors, Mr. Kleppe, Mr. Feeney, and Mr. Clark, have been amazing. They sincerely care about each and every one of their students, and I've been so lucky to get to know them for the past 2 years. I'd like to end today with a quote from Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. Today, we're all moving one step closer in the directions of our dreams. I hope you all seize the wonderful opportunities that come your way, and I hope you will all live the lives you've imagined. I know you all have the potential to change the world. Congratulations, graduates of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica, and I can see there's the proud family right here. Is Mom recording right there? There she is. Let's wave to Mom. You raised a wonderful daughter. Thank you again, Jessica, for your remarks, and we wish you all the best in your career. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Vice President for Learning, Dr. Darren Ackley. Darren, will you come to the podium?
I would like to ask the faculty to please stand. Thank you for your passion and dedication to the profession of teaching and for working with each and every student in a way that assured their success in reaching this educational goal today. Thank you. It is my privilege to introduce Paul Clark, who will be presenting the faculty farewell to our graduates. Paul has been an instructor at NTC since 2003 in our criminal justice program. He also has a distinguished law enforcement career. Since 1990, he has been a patrol officer, a detective sergeant, and left full-time law enforcement as deputy chief of police in order to relocate to the Wausau community. In addition to his work at NTC, he continues to serve part-time with the Marathon County Sheriff Department. Paul is a strong supporter of student engagement and is one of the advisors of our Criminal Justice Club. His tenure as a faculty member and vocal advocate for our students make him an ideal person to speak to our graduates. Will Paul Clark please come forward and deliver the faculty farewell?
When you say it that way, it sounds pretty good. Thank you, Dr. Ackley. Thank you, Dr. Wires, for trusting me to deliver this message. And thank you in advance to my faculty peers. I hope you'll approve. When I first moved back to Wausau 15 years ago, my teeth were cleaned by NTC students in the old dental clinic. This was well before the health sciences building was built, and we're now in that space. It's great. Thanks for sharing. In the 15 years I've been here, I've probably paid for about 100 oil changes on a variety of family-owned vehicles. Most of that work, all that wrenching, has been done at garages staffed by NTC automotive graduates. The plans for the house I live in were drawn by an NTC residential design graduate, and the house I lived in before that was built by an NTC grad. My taxes are done by an NTC graduate, although she won't tell me how long ago it was when she graduated. I work part-time for the Marathon County Sheriff's Office alongside probably dozens of jailers and deputies who are NTC graduates, including Sheriff Scott Parks and Chief Deputy Chad Billab. I work closely with many of our graduates employed by the Wausau, Athens, Edgar, Marathon City, Spencer, and Stratford police departments. And I can say that working side by side with someone you've had the privilege to train is one of the highlights of this career. I think my peers that are still active in the field would agree with that. Though some recent events in my life have forced me to reevaluate cheese's position as the base of a sensible diet, the work our dairy science program does supports one of our largest and one of my favorite farm-based industries. I've had trailer parts welded by NTC welders, IT support from NTC computer specialists. I've been professionally assisted by administrative professionals who are from NTC, and I'm sure I've bought a thing or two based on an NTC marketing campaign graduate or graduate's campaign or a persuasive pitch or social media campaign, maybe even a graphic design. Whether you realize it or not, we've probably all eaten in a restaurant whose kitchens are staffed by NTC culinary soon-to-be graduates. And I'm kind of actually excited about what's going to change in the foodie landscape when we have all these folks who've been trained with skillets and knives and sauces, and I'm really excited to see what happens on that side. On April 11th of this year, I was admitted to Aspires Hospital. I had some pain in my back that started radiating into my arms and into my jaw, and in the middle of the night I asked my wife to skip the ambulance and just drive me to the hospital. It might not have been my best move, but you know, it's the one I did. I know that at least 2 times my blood was drawn by NTC students doing their clinicals. The doctors were trying to sort out what was going on. It was a little confusing for a while. But to those 2 students who might actually be here somewhere and recognize me a little bit, my hair was a little bit longer. I actually got it cut yesterday. I realized it matches my hat. It's kind of nice. But to the 2 of you, while I apologize that I don't recognize you, I was a little out of it at the time. I thank you for your help. From admission to well, it's not really expulsion. What is it when you get out of the hospital? Discharge. Okay, thank you. Discharge. From admission to discharge, I was cared for by a dizzying array of medical professionals. Many of them, as I'm sure you can guess by now, were NTC grads. I did ask a number of times. I just thought having that inside track would be a good move for me. Even now, 5 weeks later, I suspect that somewhere an NTC-trained medical transcriptionist is transcribing reports about me, and I'm certain that there's an NTC medical coding specialist trying to calculate my final bill. While I was in the hospital, my heart was sonogrammed or sonographed or whatever they call that. We don't have the exact program that she was a graduate of anymore, but she was an NTC graduate. In the room where the stent was placed in my heart, a North Central Technical College criminal justice graduate who went on at NTC to be trained as a paramedic was there specifically in case something went really bad. I can tell you that at times like that, when they're talking about driving a tiny camera up through your arteries and into your heart in the hopes of finding and repairing a blockage, it's good to know that the person who is there specifically, if anything goes wrong, was trained at your college by the best in the business, and that he had a personal stake in me leaving in a better condition than I came in. NTC graduates are part of the fabric of this great community. In a few minutes, you will officially become part of that fabric. On behalf of the men and women who have watched you grow over the past year or 2, I say thank you for putting your trust in us. You have met and often surpassed our expectations for you. From all of us, I say farewell to you as a student, and I look forward to the next time we meet so that we can shake hands as a peer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Wow, I'm not a crier, but I almost started to cry, Paul. We're glad you're with us today, too. And I know there's his lovely wife and his son sitting right over there, and I'm sure you're very happy, too. I'm sure, Deb, that was not a fun ride to the hospital. So we want to thank you, Paul, for your inspirational remarks and for serving the students of North Central Technical College. As you can see by what Paul has shared with you today, that you truly do have an impact in every aspect of the lives we live. You do make a difference. So as you go out today, remember the difference you make and will continue to make in our communities. We are honored, all of us, to be here with you graduates and your families today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Vice President of College Advancement and Executive Director of our foundation, Dr. Vicki Jeppesen, who will come to the podium to present the Altman Award. Vicki?
Hello, so excited to see you today. Congratulations on behalf of the NTC Foundation. I'm sure several of you received scholarships, laptops, emergency funds, and we're just really proud of your perseverance. Congratulations. The Robert C. Altman Educational Excellence Award is presented annually to an NTC faculty member who has been singled out by their students and peers as an outstanding educator and innovative facilitator of learning. This award, sponsored by the NTC Foundation, is named for a former president of the Wisconsin Valley Trust Company and past member of the NTC Foundation Board of Directors. After Mr. Altman's death, the award was established to honor his memory. Nominees are selected based on criteria that illustrate their facilitation of learning, student development and leadership, program knowledge, and involvement outside the classroom. Recipients of the award received a stipend for future professional development activities and a trophy recognizing their contributions to North Central Technical College and our students. The recipient's professional photo will be permanently displayed at the college along with the previous 19 Altman Award winners. As always, we had exceptional nominees again this year. I am very pleased to announce this year's recipient of the 2018 Robert C. Altman Educational Excellence Award to Jeff McDonald. Jeff, a social science instructor at NTC since 2005, is an example of the type of instructor the Altman Award was created to recognize. According to one of Jeff's colleagues, Jeff spearheaded the School of General Studies Assessment Committee and successfully brought together 5 divisional teams to create general education outcomes. Recent statistics show that up to 95.4% of students who finished general education courses successfully met the identified outcomes. NTC was the first technical college in Wisconsin to create the specific outcomes due to Jeff's leadership, and because of his commitment, NTC is a model to other colleges across the country. Another colleague stated, a student-centered natural teacher, Jeff's charisma in the classroom makes him both effective and popular among students. I'm sure many of you recognize him. His pedagogy is rooted in building a strong classroom community, one in which all students are viewed as valued and necessary participants. Jeff is the epitome of what is fair is not always equal, thus assessing and addressing the individual needs that exist among his students and acknowledging and appreciating the unique differences each brings to the classroom. Outside of the college, Jeff is a member of the American Psychological Association, has presented academic papers at the national level, facilitated workshops at Wisconsin State College meetings, and engaged in national professional development opportunities. Jeff's list of involvements at the college include General Education Outcomes Committee, Gay Straight Alliance Club co-sponsor, Safe Space trainer, Academic Resource Center faculty lead, and dual credit faculty mentor for the psychology team. Jeff has also been the NTC Foundation Employee Giving Campaign co-chairperson for several years, which he has enthusiastically led the college's internal scholarship fundraiser as an Olympic figure skater, farmer, karaoke star, cowboy, and Scarecrow the Wizard of Oz. His efforts have helped motivate faculty and staff to help you with your scholarships by raising over $600,000 for our students. For these reasons, and many more, it is my honor to present the Altman Educational Excellence Award to Jeff McDonald. Congratulations to my favorite character and a true humanitarian.
All of us that know Jeff, he's an exceptional person, instructor, and just a darn good guy and a nice guy. And he always puts our students first. Congratulations, Jeff. We're very proud of you. Let's give him another round of applause. Would Dean Sarah Gosfeld-Benzing please come to the podium and recognize our graduates?
Good morning. I'm Sarah Gosfeld-Benzing, Dean of Public Safety. Graduates, on the behalf of all the college deans, we'd like to recognize you for your outstanding accomplishments during your learning experience at NTC. We commend your dedication and hard work in achieving this goal. You should be very proud of what you have done. You have fulfilled the educational requirements of your program and are eligible to receive the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate. Dr. Wires will now confer your symbol of accomplishment.
Graduates, it's the time for which you've been anxiously waiting. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of North Central Technical College and the state of Wisconsin, I now confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate with all the privileges and responsibilities thereto pertaining.
Now presenting diplomas, Maria Volpe, School of Business and Community Services. Dean, Brandy Berkman. Accounting, Amy Beazle, Wausau, outstanding graduate. Mitchell Broom, Merrill. Michelle Dampier, Mark Falls. Jacqueline Enos, Wausau. Rachel Parks, Stetsonville. Christy Balchuk, Antigo. Crystal Mathias, Abbotsford. Administrative Professional, Christina Boris, Abbotsford. Suzanne Jimenez, Antigo. Selena Lee, Wausau. Business Management, Mango, Apparath, Wausau. Brad Dosher, Merrill. Shelley King, Merrill. Tristan Lesage, Wausau. Elizabeth Ortel, Ringo. Mackenzie Bottle, Wausau. Dylan Boschek, Wausau. Samantha Severson, Weston. Healthcare Business Services, Janet Nelson, Elko. Karen Schrader, Wausau. Leadership Development, Richard Lyella, Weston. Brian Shabelsky, Wausau, Outstanding Graduate. Marketing, Courtney Chapman, Phillips, Outstanding Graduate. Brittany Canese, Wausau. Jessica Sperry, Medford. Michael Stever, Marathon City. Marketing Social Media, Teresa Brown Morganson, Bedford. Digital Marketing, Isaac Bloom, Wausau. Derek Linsky, Stevens Point. Michelle Kelly, Platoon, Outstanding Graduate. Small Business Entrepreneurship, Andrew Rafflin, Wausau. Candy Hale, Hadley. Tony Robinson, Weston, Wisconsin. Amanda Schnee, Merrill. Medical Coding Specialist, Rachel Ogle, Medford. Catherine Pfister, Menasha. Medical Office Specialist, Jessica Martin, Indigo. Healthcare Receptionist, Va Chang, Wausau. Human Services Academic, Sedona Geiger, Wabino. Brittany Mosher, Lacrosse. Noel Popelka, Wausau. Heidi Rod, Antigo. Holly Spotty, Wabino, outstanding graduate. Amanda Sweeney, Lake Tomahawk. Human Services Associate, Randy Carlson, Phillips. Jade Stumpner, Loveland. Cassie Thorwaldson, Wausau. Mariah Toombs, Ridley. Human Services Assistant, Amanda Olson, Schofield. Shanda Stewart, Indigo, outstanding graduate. Now presenting diplomas, Dr. Christine Gilmore. Substance Abuse Counselor, Courtney Dio, Medford. Shonda Klitzing, Merrill, outstanding graduate. Jennifer Kismarchi, Ringo. Substance Abuse Counselor Education, Ginny Frisbee, Schofield, outstanding graduate. Counseling, Donald Molinari, Wausau. Early Childhood Education, Melanie Barber, Wausau. Sabrina Dobbs, Wausau. Connie Foos, Wausau. Louisa Hoffman, Edgar. Heidi Honigman, Hayward, outstanding graduate. Megan Horst, Landigo. Bonnie McNabb, Wausau. Lacey Reisman, Weston. Sign language interpreting in education, Melissa Campbell, Rhinelander. Stephanie DeGroff, Waldo, outstanding graduate. Megan Carroll, Wisconsin Rapids. Jennifer Kelly, Wausau. Brianna Martin, Weston. School of Engineering and Technology. Chris Severson, Dean. Manufacturing Engineering Technology. Chakota Kimball, Nakusa. Much more, Shinawako from Mount Vernon, Illinois. Nicholas Lilly, Stevens Point. Safety Engineering Technology, Rodney Pitts, Fort Walton Beach, Florida, outstanding graduate. Taylor Randall, Tomahawk. Architectural Design and Technology, Wyatt Brown, Hatley. Nathaniel Baranek, Wisconsin Rapids. Cole Lake, Wausau. Joshua Maynard, Appleton. Matthew Nordland, Weston, outstanding graduate. Jennifer Power, Wausau. Colin Schwarzing, Stratford. Mike Luye, Wausau. Electromechanical Technology, John Henderson, Wausau. Jordan Waltz, Marathon. James Blazer, Rothschild. Trevor Deaton, Marshville. Isaiah Ginrich, Wausau. Jesse Jeske, Byfield. Maxwell Hoagland, Catawba. Kaylee Kaiser, Edgar. Benjamin Menard, Marathon. Tyler Olson, Weston. Benjamin Rasmussen, Merrill. Brett Schauer, Dorchester. Timothy Schlund, Honenwitter. Max Stang, Athens. Patrick Steinke, Athens, Outstanding Graduate. Daniel Warden, Honenwitter. IT Computer Support Specialist, Adam Ross, Wausau. Ephraim Cantu, Cicero, Illinois. Caitlin Laporte, Wausau, Outstanding Graduate. Joseph Marrier, Abbotsford. IT Network Specialist, Samuel Gooch Gleason, Outstanding Graduate. James Hughes, Maryland. Trevor Nelson, Edgar. IT software developer, Zachary Nitzer, Rothschild. Conlon Bang, Wausau. Now presenting diplomas, Tom Felch, Mechanical Design, Engineering Technology, Colton Braun, Stevens Point. Dylan Butke, Roselville. Joe De La Piazza, Minocqua. Benjamin Hogendijk, Wausau. Aaron Langfoss, Marshfield, Outstanding Graduate. Colin Schlegel, Mosinee. Applied Mechanical CAD Technician, Timothy Fiske, Schofield. School of Advanced Manufacturing and Transportation, Dean Greg Chisuski. Krasinski, sorry. Automotive technician, Adam Clark, Burnhamwood. Tanner Fran, Athens. Levi Hagenmiddle, Boston. Austin Imhoff, Wausau. Rajwinder Singh, Mosby. Diesel Technology, Dane Fisher, Marathon. Joshua Gomes, Edgar. Peter Lindgren, Hopkins, Minnesota. Jacob Orr, Marathon. Nicholas Krasinski, Mosby. Graphic Communication Technologies, Aubrey Hart, Wausau, outstanding graduate. Machine Tool Technics, Dylan Hurst, Cornucopia. Steve Eason, Tomahawk. Luke Golden, Marshfield. Peyton Hawkins, Omaha. Dylan Slaheka, Marshall Bedford. Daniel Hay, Stevens Point. Basic Machining, Luke Maloney, Mark Falls. Rase Nade, Mark Falls. Robert Rankin, Park Falls. Video production, Benjamin Johnson, White Lake, outstanding graduate. Joshua Scarlata, Wausau. Manufacturing technician, Norman Geister, Wisconsin Rapids. Welding, fabrication, and robotics, Robert Vanderfield, Weston. Zachary Schneider, Spencer, outstanding graduate. Trevor Tice, Park Falls. Welding, Derek Andy, Grand Benton. Dorian Batchko, Temple, Texas. Megan Fish, Fort Atkinson. Andrew Hootery, Wausau. Austin Rutzlaff, Wausau. Tony Lee, Rothschild. Walker Leonard, Medford. Lucas Renico, Manawa. Randall Ivey, Wausau. Justin Zofka, Owen. Evan Wernberg, Wausau. Ken Yang, Wausau. Now presenting diplomas, Dale Smith. Gas metal arc welding. Dustin Gary, Prentice. Elijah Heimrell, Merrill. Jacob Hollingsworth, Ripley. Sydney Mindell, Butternut. Jacobs Magala, Catawba. Marshall Toombs, Ripley. Gas Tungsten Arc Welding. Kevin Christopherson, Wausau. Benjamin Mask, Schofield. Eric Johnson, Wausau. Virtual welding, Billy Straniski, Withee. Wood Science, Mason NGN Wittenberg. Jeremy Howell, Ringel. Justin Schultz, Colfax. Austin Summer, Merrill. Gus Blenzel, Schofield. Technology. Mitchell Farron, Moseley. School of Health Sciences. Dean Marlene Roberts. Dental Hygienist. Caitlin Anderson, Ogama. Madeline Lawrence, Onalaska. Caitlin Bruning, Columbus. Willow Bushy, Harshaw. Cassie Dockel, Rhinelander. Michaela Desautels, Wisconsin Rapids. Rebecca Forsyth, Three Lakes. Jana Hoffman, Marshfield. Michelle Jancheski, Armstrong Creek. Jolene Kinney, Stevens Point. Christy Clottey, Genoa City. Mariana Michelson, Europa. Courtney Nelson, Mosinee. Rachel Schulte, Mosinee. Sadie Spurka, Mosinee. Katie Celeste, Dearbrook. Cassandra Whitler, Wittenberg. Carly Wenzel, Eau Claire, outstanding graduate. Dental assistant, Chantel Fogg, Bedford. Tanya Fernstall, Bedford. Shannon Heath, Plainfield. Amanda Cooley, Phillips. Emily Simon, Merrill. Brittany Tetzlaff, Iola. Medical Laboratory Technician, Anya Deering, Two Rivers. Morgan Goodman, Canada. Anthony Perez, San Antonio. Autumn Bingo, Tigerton. Weisman, Wausau, outstanding graduate. Phlebotomy technician, Victoria Sheehan, Greenwood. Kristen Diamond, Bedford. Cassandra Malashevsky, Moseley. Samantha Martine, Edgar. Now presenting diplomas, Ruth Risley Gray. Nursing, Crystal Bethany, Eau Claire. Kimberly Byron, Nakusa. Jessica Carlson, Moseley. Emily Nudek, Wausau. Madeline Heimer, Merrill. Anna Holbach, Wausau. Melissa Klimowski, Phillips. Rachel Prager, Weston. Alexa Kufal, Cronenweg. Ashley Cougar, Wausau. Holly LaJoy, Okemos, Michigan. Lynn Lamar, Spencer. Alyssa Nolan, Irma. Melissa Ogo, Medford. Sydney Oliver, Medford. Samantha Olson, Osseo. Carissa Rakowski, Stevens Point. Angela Reichert, Elton. Brooke Ryder, Honolulu. Christina Reve, Dallas, Texas. Greg Schubing, Weston. Carrie Schwanitz, Moseley, outstanding graduate. Shelby Seymour, Wausau. Francis Stella, Wausau. Danielle Thorson, Wittenberg. Elizabeth Winslow, Rome, Wisconsin. Bobby Wimmer, Merrill. Radiography, Matthew Abel, Weston. Josh Bowman, Butternut. Alexandra Crane, Wittenberg. Jody Delisle, Wausau. Jennifer Fillen, Hortonville. Haley Guidance, Port Edwards. Caitlin Hoheisel, Marshfield. Lisa Horacek, Dorchester, outstanding graduate. Ashley Field, Wausau. Chi Lee, Wausau. Ashley Lorvecki, Hatley. Fred Michaels, Butternut. Medical assistant, Valerie Amosy, Irma. Brianna Van, Burnhamwood. Emily Kyler, South Beloit, Illinois. Courtney Ellison, Greenwood. Danica Finna, Nakusa. Emily Lysdow, Maryland. Erica Machi, Hatley, outstanding graduate. Jennifer Sisley, Stevens Point. Amber Sapi, Rosalie. Hermie Tao, Wausau. Katie Treba, Wittenberg. Surgical technologist, Angel Ariano, Wausau. Elise Cox, Wausau. Sarah Essex, Ozany. Rachel Jungbluff, Sun Prairie. Now presenting diplomas, all through. School of Public Safety. Dean, Sarah Gosfeld Benzing. Criminal Justice Studies. Derek Beckstrand, Ripley. Jordan Boswell, Burnhamwood. David Murtagh, Streetwood, Illinois. Tiana Jacoby, Marshfield. Brandon Lohr, Wausau. Joseph Redmond, Stratford. Jessica Speedway, Antigo, outstanding graduate. Christopher Waller, Wausau. School of Agricultural Sciences, Dean Dr. Vicki Peets. Agribusiness, Sam Bowers, Burnhamwood. Haley Dow, Luxembourg, outstanding graduate. Karen Osborne, Wausau. Erica Weber, Rothschild. Aaron Wisma, Rothschild. Crop Science, Noah Barron, Burnhamwood. Hillary Brisky, Withy. Casey Brown, Burnhamwood. Carter Cody, Sheldon. Alexa Gajewski, Athens. Michaela Gumby, Bancroft. Brandon Henbarth, Wausau. Samantha Hoffman, Stevens Point. Brett Place, Antigo. Zachary Linsmeyer, Wisconsin Veterans. Trevor Abromsky, Mozambique. Christopher Peets, Burnhamwood, outstanding graduate. Dairy Science, Winter D. Roos, Bowler. Abby Lucasevich, Abbotsford. Rose Osborne, Wausau. Rachel Rice, Unity, outstanding graduate. Megan Zanicki, Wausau. Veterinary Science. Bridget Aspen, Stratford, outstanding graduate. Carmen Niagara. Michaela Gladowski, Stevens Point. Victoria Hackman, Rapid River, Michigan. Renee Mackey, Wausau. Melinda Ramgar, Kobe. Michaela Skybrow, Jump River. Tanner Tice, Park Falls. Danielle Ventries, Shawano. Agriculture Equipment Technician. Ty Alavka, Athens, outstanding graduate. Jen Shepro, Edgar. Cody Vonderheide, Merrill. Mitchell Wagner, Indigo. Culinary Arts, Herman Lee, Merrill. Benjamin Pottle, Schofield, outstanding graduate. Robin Reinhardt Val, Wausau. School of General Studies, Dean Brooke Schindler. Communication, Caitlin Farchiner, Wausau.
Will all the graduates please rise? As graduates of the college, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of May 2018. Go for it. Graduates, would you please remain standing? Let me be the first to welcome our graduates as alumni of North Central Technical College. There is another group of people who have come here this morning to share the joy of this occasion. They have provided you graduates with counsel, friendship, support, and encouragement during your years of study. Your graduation reflects their love and pride in you. They are the spouses and children of the graduates, parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, relatives, and friends. Would the graduates please turn around and applaud your families and friends on this special day. Graduates, you may be seated. I would like Dr. Jeannie Warden to please come to the podium. Jeannie?
I am here today to welcome you as new alumni of NTC. We want you to stay connected with the college, and we're here to help you grow both professionally and personally. I encourage you to make NTC your first step in learning, not your last. I am proud to say that the proceeds from today's Rose Sale will go toward funding student scholarships for future NTC graduates. In closing, I wish you the best in your future and highly encourage you to stay connected with NTC as active alumni.
Thank you, Jeannie. I wish to thank all graduates, staff, family, and friends of the graduates for attending this truly memorable college event. And I'd like to give a special thank you to our future NTC student in the front row who has behaved extremely well. Let's give him a round of applause. Woo. In addition, I would like to thank the Student Life Office staff, Sean, Krista, Matt, and Jenny, as well as Nikki Kopp and Panya Tao, for handling all the arrangements for this morning's ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. They did a wonderful job. A reception for the graduates and families will be held in the Commons area. I ask that the guests please remain seated until the recessional has finished. I hereby declare this May 2018 North Central Technical College commencement ceremony to be adjourned. Thank you so much.